Hi everyone, welcome to week 7 in English 101A. Now I'm going to talk just a little bit about what I'm working on and then I will discuss our outline of the week. So this week I'll be working on grading major paper number 1, and typically grading this paper takes me a little bit of time because I want to not only really work on filling out that grading rubric so that you get some solid feedback based on the criteria you've been graded against, but also I want to go through and do some markup on your paper. So you'll receive feedback from me very akin to what you saw on peer review from your peers. So I'll go in and I'll do some proofreading markup and I'll leave comments on organization and content. I'm really excited to read your guys' narratives, but I do like to give you solid feedback so that you know why I'm grading you the way I am. Alright, so typically that takes me about a week, sometimes a week and a half, but I'm shooting to get those papers back to you guys by the end of the day on Monday of next week. It might not happen until Tuesday, but if it happens before then, I will send out an announcement to everybody to let you all know so that you can check your grades and see that feedback from me. Okay, so that's really my focus this week, is getting that done for you guys so that you have that kind of quality feedback from me on that paper. Alright, this week you guys are working on major paper number 2, specifically on beginning a draft for peer review. So last week I asked you as part of our discussion board to list out 5 potential texts that you might use for the rhetorical analysis paper. Now you need to choose one of those texts and begin the writing process. So at the beginning of this week, please do start on your rough draft for major paper number 2 so that you have 2 paragraphs to submit to peer review by the end of the day on Wednesday. And peer review will follow our normal schedule, so Wednesday, hand in your draft by the end of the day. Thursday and Friday, work on those peer reviews and complete those by the end of the day on Friday. Alright, so we have peer review this week regarding our rhetorical analysis essay, but we do have a couple of other things to take a look at. In particular, I have assigned a discussion board that asks that you just lightly review last week's reading, Backpacks versus Briefcases, and the lecture notes that I provided on rhetorical analysis, and continue the discussion and conversation on what these rhetorical concepts mean and how you see them at work. Okay, so I have a discussion board for you guys. OP due on Wednesday, and then replies and responses to peers due by the end of the day on Friday. So you have some time to review those concepts and formulate your answers before you have to post an OP on Wednesday. Okay, excuse me. I also have some optional reading for you regarding MLA style and formatting conventions, and this is something that I assigned at the very, or not at the very beginning, but towards the start of the quarter, around week 4, and really its usefulness then was regarding format and spacing and font style and heading and header, and now that we're moving into a paper that uses outside sources, the information towards the bottom on parentheticals and citation and works cited should really come in handy. So take another look at that if you can. And then lecture material for this week is going to focus on academic dishonesty and honesty and using sources. So make sure that you download and go through those lecture notes as well. Alright, we have journal writing and we have a reflection due by the end of the week, so keep those on your radar. And then contact me if you have any questions. If you are having a rough time getting started with that first draft, if you would like some feedback on, say, your thesis statement and want me to check in with that specifically on this first peer review, let me know. Or if you just have questions on our lecture material and our discussion board, don't hesitate to get in touch. Alright guys, have a great week!